Hey everybody, how you doing today? Good, I hope. Today, Karen's. So here we go.
All heard the story of the 16-year-old disabled boy named James that works for a grocery store called Meijer, and the store
Meyer. It's not Mayor, it's Meyer.
manager had him arrested for stealing fruit cups. James is 16. He's disabled. He walks to and from work every single day. He doesn't cause any problems with anyone. So, allegedly, at the end of the night, there is a throwaway bin that they put groceries in. Groceries that they're going to throw away and not use anymore.
Yes.
James ends up taking out a fruit cup from it every single night on his way home. The store manager saw this, and instead of saying something to James, he decided to watch James for over 2 to 3 months take fruit cups. He then waited until the total of the fruit cups got up to $110.
But they're expired and they're throwing them away.
Then he called the cops and got James arrested. As a store manager, instead of just simply going up to the 16-year-old disabled kid and letting him know, hey, even though it's in the throwaway bin, we don't want you to take it, he decided to watch him for over 3 months, build a case against him, call the cops, and get him arrested for $110. But let me know in the comments your thoughts on how they treated that boy and what you think they should have done instead.
You know what? If an employee were doing that in a restaurant that I were a manager in, I would ask them if they needed help with food. I wouldn't do this. Wow, Meyer. You got some splaining to do. Yeah. This is horrible. This kid did not deserve that.
An update about the Burger King employee who had to for a 12-hour shift, cooking the food, taking the orders, cleaning, you name it, she had to do it. And if you don't know who I'm talking about the 25-year-old single mom of 3 kids who works at Burger King along with a second job just to be able to pay her bills. When her fellow coworkers failed to come in for their shift, she had to work at Burger King by herself. She even contacted the manager but was unable to help find coverage for her. Then it was recorded, it went viral, and now this 25-year-old is dealing with what happens after you go viral from having to work by yourself at a fast food chain. The person who filmed this woman working by herself at Burger King was receiving some backlash, so she cleared the air and said she was by herself working at Burger King. However, this Burger King is connected to a gas station where there were multiple employees, but none of them were helping this 25-year-old mom of 3.
Of course not.
Burger King connected to it. What happens when you go viral about being a hardworking mom doing the best you can to provide for your kids? They fire you. You heard me right. They fired her. This Burger King franchise in South Carolina fired her, stating that along with her being late more than once to work, she had endangered the store by working by herself and placed liability on Burger King and herself for being there working till the next shift arrived. So no, she did not get paid her pay plus the pay of all the other people's jobs she did that shift and the next shift that she worked without help.
I'm done. I don't want to fail no more. To take everything back. I was going to take all this back because I know it's a blessing, but sometimes blessing can be a curse.
Here's the update about the Burger King.
Okay. Not only that, but she works 2 jobs to support her children. You know, this is really messed up. She goes into work. Nobody wants to show up. The manager will not come in and help. What was she supposed to do? She did what she thought she needed to do. And she worked a 12-hour shift by herself. And then they fired her. Wow. You really suck, Burger King. Oh, this 1-year-old, the woman beside him in the upper part of this picture, she beat this little boy. His first day in daycare. He's 1 year old, so he can't communicate verbally very well. And she said that another child hit him with a toy. You don't get that from just being hit with a toy. I'll just play it and let you hear the whole story.
And you pick your baby up from daycare and his face looks like this. Imagine you drop your baby off for his first day at daycare. He's already nervous because it's his first time without mommy.
Yeah.
First time without daddy. And you tell him, hey, baby, you're going to make so many friends. They're going to love you just like we do. Only to pick your baby up and his face looks like this. And then you find out it's a 50. Imagine you pick your baby up from daycare.
Yeah, this is actually, she has done this three other times. Why is she still in daycare? No. I hope the parents get you. This is terrible. Look at him. It's a sick world. And that's not a Karen. That's a demon. Oh, this is the one where the mom and grandma and little toddler, was at this boutique, and they were sitting behind that table that you see there. This table weighs over 1,000 pounds, and the little girl just barely nudged it, and it fell over, which meaning that the table was already unstable. They held the mom and grandma captive until they gave the owner of the boutique their credit card. This is insane. So here we go.
There are new developments in the Hazel Boutique table drama. We got the security footage, new details on the infamous table, and what the business just told mom. This is the video showing the little girl accidentally knocking over the table. It basically looks like the little girl was trying to slide the table away from her and the table went over. And the thing is so heavy, it takes 2 people to pick it up. But let's back it up in case you need a refresher of what's been going on here. People on TikTok went nuts after mom shared the story. There are new developments.
You know, the table had to have been unstable. That little girl did not knock over that table that gently. I mean, come on. And to hold someone captive? No. You want to get the police involved? Fine. Let the police settle it. But don't do this. Jeez. You suck, Karen. Oh, the AG can't. Well, assistant AG.
Number 2 is
We gotta go.
protocol is to wait those minutes. The protocol is we ask you to turn the body cam off. Okay. No, I understand you don't want to deal with it, but the protocol is if your protocol is if I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off, and that's your protocol.
That's not true.
Lawyer.
No. Just because you tell a police officer to turn off their body cam, no, they do not have to. No, that's not true.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we gotta go.
No, it is. That's law. I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
I'm an AG.
We're leaving.
Please don't put your hands off.
Can you get the children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's go.
No.
Two full-grown women and mothers.
When you're told to leave an establishment, just leave.
I'm an AG.
She's an assistant AG. She is not the AG.
What are you probably close to the team for?
You're being detained because you're not.
I'm
You relax. She's not doing anything wrong.
an AG.
She's an AG. You're not. She's not being arrested. Let's go.
I'm not being arrested. You're putting me in cuffs. I'm not being
Do you have any weapons on you?
Everybody thinks they're too important to get arrested.
No, I'm an AG. You're arrested. Let me tell you something. You're arrested.
Get the hell out of here. Seriously.
You're arrested, AG. Let me tell you something.
You want to arrest her? No.
You're putting me in handcuffs and you're Mirandizing. You're not Mirandizing me. Honey, you're gonna regret this.
Wow. She's too important, you guys. Come on. Oh, this is the little boy in daycare that had his nails painted. So you do not have permission from the parents to do these things. Why would you do it? And her excuse was that it was the activity that they were doing that day. But her granddaughter didn't have her nails painted, only the little boy. Okay.
Okay, guys, so this grandmother picked up her grandchild from daycare, and when she got him in the car seat, she noticed his nails were pink. She was like, oh, hell no, right? So she pulls back up to the daycare furious.
Hello, what's your name? I'm Madison. Madison, can I speak to your director, please? Yes, she's in the restroom and she'll be right out. Thank you. Okay. Hello? Okay, so what's your name? You're the director. Jessica. You're Jessica, and Shelly is the owner. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Shelly, my name is Misty Hernandez, and I'm the grandmother of CJ and Briella Bryant. And my daughter brings her children here, and we have zero consent on file for your staff to paint our grandson's
That's
nails
right.
pink. I think that's not good. I think that's caused confusion for kids. I don't care what parent allows you to do that. And I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I'm still talking. Can you just let me talk for a minute? No, I can't because you're interrupting me and I'm talking. I am just finding out about this and I am not happy about it. I don't need you to give me a lecture. I'm going to lecture my staff. Yeah, because honestly, that's against the law. That is confusion of a child.
You have no right to paint a child's nails while they're in daycare. They did not have consent to do this. So yeah, I'd be mad.
Do not have any consent form on file to paint his nails. Calm down right now. And if I were you, I would stop yelling at me because your facility is in very big trouble for this. No, we are not in big trouble. You do not have consent from my daughter to paint his. You are welcome to bring that child back in and we can take the nail polish off. Well, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm also going to record that because you do not have consent to paint his nails. Your staff is crazy for thinking they can paint a little boy's nails without consent of a mother. You do not need to yell at me. You're yelling at me and you're also cutting me off. You are coming in and attacking everyone. It is a small child. It is color on his fingernails. And I just said to Jessica, it's not like they did pink, right? And she told me yes. It doesn't matter if they did pink or green. You don't have consent to do either color to him. We had activities going on today, and a lot of parents don't care. This parent cares, and you have to have a consent in the state of Texas. Such an asshole. Stop it. I'm telling you. You just assaulted me by saying that word, and you are being recorded.
Actually, that's not true. You can say a-hole and it's not going to get you arrested.
You are being recorded. I need you to leave, and I am trying to get on.
Wow. I would confront them too. Yeah, because you have no right whatsoever to do that without consent from a parent. When my kids were in school, they would send home permission slips just to read a certain book. Yeah. I remember they were reading Of Mice and Men, and I had to sign a piece of paper so they could read Of Mice and Men. Because it's just the right thing to do. You know, you should have gotten consent if you wanted to do that to that little boy. Just odd that his sister's nails weren't painted, but his were. Strange. That's this.
Fucking minutes for a single sandwich, and I'm about to miss a flight. So I appreciate it if you could put a fucking cap in your stuff. Doesn't take that long to put fucking egg and bread together. So again, you don't want to make sandwiches? There's hundreds of billions of places out here. Find something you like to do. Why the fuck are you getting it away from me now? I
So if you're running late, why would you stop for food? Because if I'm driving to work and I see that I'm going to be late, the last thing I'm thinking about is stopping and getting something to eat. I can do that at lunch. Gee, maybe you can get this fast food worker fired and ruin her life. It's what you people do. Not you people, but these people. Jeez. It's the audacity that you think you're better than someone when you go in there. Treat them with respect. You know, people are more willing to work with you if you do treat them with respect. That's all I got to say. Rich Karen has meltdown after getting kicked out of casino. You don't do that. You do not approach a police officer like that ever. Wow, lady. You're going to regret that in the morning. Yeah. The casinos here give out free drinks, you know, and people can get pretty messed up. And I think that she's pretty drunk. That's what I think. What's this?
This Karen yelling and refusing to step aside in the aisle for someone to pass.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't you hate those people? When you go down an aisle and there's like a whole family and they're blocking the entire aisle and you can't get down there?
Children, right now.
You do not need to
Please
raise your
back
voice.
away and turn around.
You do not need to raise your
I'm
voice.
gonna call the police.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
call the police because
I'm
I'm
just-
here to shop, ma'am. I'm
And
not
I
here
said,
to harass
excuse
you.
me. I said,
Please
excuse
stop
me.
harassing me.
And I just needed to get by.
You can turn around right now and leave.
Why don't you just let her buy so she can get what she needs? Ugh.
Nope. Like, just excuse me. I'm trying to get by.
Please.
Like, I don't understand why you're making a big deal. You could scoot your basket over.
Yeah.
Can you please ask this woman to please turn around and quit harassing me?
I'm trying to get by, ma'am.
Refusing-
Is she drunk?
I asked politely, excuse me, and she was screaming.
Hit me with the car.
Did anyone see me hitting her?
Turn around.
No, I did not.
Sir.
Watch this.
I cannot fathom going into a store and making sure no one could get by me. This world sucks. People just hate each other now for no reason, or they just want to be nasty to people. You know, a little telltale about what's going on in their lives. They're obviously pretty miserable. And with that, I digress.
That's all for this one, guys. I love you. Like and subscribe, okay? All right. Bye.